Welcome to an example of the MagenTys ETL automated testing framework. Here you see a typical ETL setup where we have multiple sources feeding into one data warehouse. The problem here is to verify all data between source and target according to the defined requirements. Here we've chosen a customer table as our source and dim customer as a target. This is an example of a Quick Test Professional script that I've created using a cut-down version of the framework. Here you can see I've defined the source SQL, which would typically be obtained from a mapping specification or requirement document. Any transformations or rules would be applied here within the SQL. The framework caters for the source to be any type of database, and in addition has been expanded to include non-database sources such as XML files or flat files. In this example, I've kept it simple and only used one table with limited transformations. This essentially forms our expected results within each script, which has been designed to validate at the target table level. Moving on to the target section in the script, this is where we obtain our actual results. Even though this may be an intermediate table, each source to target extract, transform and load routine is validated at each stage. Again, this can be a file or a database object. Once the test has defined the SQL or parameters of files for both the source and target sections, the test is ready to be executed. In this example, using QTP, the main set of code is stored in a centrally managed function library. So while many tests will be created, the core framework will not change. Using this approach, we will have a different test case or script for each target table. This approach can be altered to have a different test case or script for each target field depending on the customer requirements. As expected, this test has passed, and we report passes and failures out at the target to source level and source to target level. If we drill in, we can see that there are 5 records in source and 5 records in target, and all of which have matched. Now I've created a second test script based on the first, but have changed a transformation in one field, customer type. In the initial passing example, if customer type was equal to personal, then it would set the expected result to P. However, in this particular example, if customer type equals personal, it will set the expected result to T. Now, using the same data, this should produce a failure. The caveat over all of this is that the tester needs to be confident that the mapping specification and models are correct. And this only comes when there is a quality-driven approach and the project artifacts have undergone upfront testing in the form of static analysis, reviews, inspections, or prototyping. So funnily enough, this example has produced a failure at both the source to target level and the target to source level. Now if we drill into those results, you can see that there are 2 differences reported, and these differences are displayed in the target to source report as P, which shows our actual results, but in the source to target report as T, which shows our expected results. So that concludes this demonstration of the ETL testing framework. I hope you enjoyed the demo, and I look forward to helping you implement an enterprise version of this framework very soon. Thanks.